Well, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Leo Saferno, hoping that all are doing well. This video playing game called Keyhole. This game, or I think it's more of a novel kind of game. It's made by Ahmet Kamil Keleş or Aslan Games. Game was released on December 2016, and this is second game we're playing here in this channel made by this developer. First game we play here is called Self. The link in the card on the top right if you want to check the game itself before checking this one. And game can be found on itch.io. For game description on itch.io, which you can skip it if you feel that it ruins covering the game. Game adaptation of the famous horror story Keyhole. A short interactive horror story. You will stay at an old hotel for tonight. The receptionist lady warns you about not open a door or look through the keyhole of room 103. When you go upstairs, you hear a woman crying in that room. Will you indulge your curiosity? Regarding music in this game, there is no info found on the game page regarding music composer, so I would guess that developer can do this task. And for age restrictions, there is no rating for this game. Found my CRPG, so I'll give my expected rating as it's a horror game, so it will be for mature and 70 plus 60 plus, including my current one message seen on screen. That being said, let's get started, which as this is a web page game, there's already to get started with no menu or settings, stuff like that. We start with the message by the developer. This time, it is not an original Ahmet Keyhole story. I adapted a famous anonymous story into a game. Interactive horror story to be exact. I hope you like the result. Ahmet. Or Ahmet. I'm not sure about the spelling. Maybe it's Turkish. I'm not sure. Keyhole. As a man in his 30s, you occasionally have business trips. You don't like being far away from home. But your boss and job force you to travel around the world. You are an engineer. You wish you were consistent of sitting in your comfortable office and solving problems. Uh, that's a basic concept of what engineer is, but yeah, I get your point. Not going to faraway places. This time you need to attend a seminar in a different country. It will take one day. The seminar ends at evening, but but you need to spend time with your colleagues after the evening. You hate networking, especially when it's out of shift hours. It's boring city. Well, it's modern, but it's too grey, both literary and non-literary. The buildings are grey and you feel no color in the geist, I think, of the city. Everything seems to be about money and order here. You arrive your hotel at the midnight after a tiring day. You remember that room 104 is prepared for you. All you want to do is take off your shoes, wear something comfortable, and put your head on the pillow. Like the city, the hotel looks boring too. It's an old wooden building with three stories, I think floors, I mean. The furniture looked classy, but they show their age. You had seen better hotels. At the entrance, the receptionist woman notes you. She is a young woman with a short black hair. She wears a smart suit with a white collar. She is behind a CRT computer screen. There are keys behind her. How may I help you? Said the receptionist. Okay, we only have one option. Say your name and show your ID. I have a reservation. I'm checking it. She says before turning her face back to the computer screen. After a few clicks, she stands up and walks to the keys. Okay. Here, the key for room 104. She hands you the keys. The key? Sorry. Yes, not the magnetic smart card. Apparently, they provide the security in old-fashioned ways. Ugh, at least they use computers for checking in people. Anyway, sir, as our policy, I need to warn you about the matter. There's and sure. Ah, let's pick sure. You might hear some noises from room 103. Actually, it's not room 103 or anymore because we removed the number from the door. So it's a room without number. Anyway, no matter what you hear, please don't try to open the door or look through the keyhole. I hope you show consideration for our policy. Okay, I will comply. What is the room? Do I look like someone who intrudes in other people's room? Okay, let's at least ask to know what's the reason for mentioning it to us. Let me say that we have a special guest there. She wishes to be undisturbed. Okay, let's pick. I will comply. She smiles. Thank you for your consideration. Have a good night too. Climb the stairs. Or take the stairs. You take the stairs? Oh, okay. You take the stairs, you are at the first floor of the hotel. The entrance is zero in this country. Okay. I don't know, I don't understand that part. There are wooden doors of rooms from 101 to 108. The numbers the numbers are put on the doors except for room 103, it's on your left. You hear a woman cry, the sound comes from the room without number. My guess that we might be like two endings, maybe more. Mind our business, let's say it like that, and get the curiosity that killed the cat. So mind own business, so let's start with it first. I think, unless it's end up to the same end anyway. Go to your room. So you straightly go to your own room, ignoring the crying woman. You fall asleep, wondering why that woman was crying. It's morning now. You get yourself prepared for getting out of the hotel and going to the airport. You see the receptionist woman at the entrance of the hotel. With her, you make the arrangements that needs to be done before departing the hotel. Who is the woman in that room? It was nice to stay here. Have a nice day. Let's have a little bit curiosity. I'm not curious, but just wondering. Pick one. She cites, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to talk about her. Please don't ask me any other questions about her. So you leave the hotel. Okay, so you leave the hotel. And that's it. Are you curious about about that room? Maybe you could do a few things differently to learn about it. Okay, yeah, so it has multiple ending. We'll get back to the developer notes. Okay, Keyhole. I'm gonna go through it. See how may I help you, sir? See your name and show your ID. I have a reservation. Let's start with a check home instead of sure. You might hear some noises. Okay, this pick 3. Do I look like someone who intrudes in other people's room? Oh no, you don't like it that way, but behind every strict hotel rules an experience lies. Okay, I will comply. Good night. She smiles. Thank you for your consideration. Have a good night too. Take the stairs. Now we hear the voice, the music, and the cry. Okay, approach the room without number. You are in front of the room without number. We're not gonna pick leave for sure. Open a door or knock first. Let's try open a door. The door is locked. Knock on a door. You knock on the door, she doesn't respond. Maybe because you disturbed her. Open the door again, it's not doing anything. So we are forced here to peek through the keyhole. Oh. Drag your mouse to look around the room. Press right mouse click to leave. She's not crying anymore. Can't see what that is. That's the far we can get. That's her. Some lantern. Okay, that's it. Nothing. There's nothing else. For some reason, the pure white woman stopped crying. Oh. The pure white woman stopped crying when you had started looking through the keyhole, and she stood there motionless. Now you hear footsteps coming toward the door. Knock on the door. You knocked on the door, she doesn't respond. Maybe because you disturbed her. Okay, that's the same. Open the door's locked. Now we are forced again to select number 3, peek through the keyhole. Once again, the rest are the same. Drag your mouse to look around the room, press right mouse, click to leave. I'm not sure what I'm seeing here, but I feel like to the right, that's a little bit light red, and moving on a little bit dark here, and it's getting darker from right to left, it's getting darker. Our sections are darker red than the others. I don't know what is that supposed to mean. Anyway, what will you do now? Open the door last time. Door's locked. Knock. Same. Peek. Okay, we'll get the red whatever. Leave. You go to your own room, wondering about the woman in that forbidden room. It's hard to fall asleep despite how tired you are. It's morning now. You get yourself prepared for getting out of the hotel and going to the airport. When you are about to leave the hotel, you see the receptionist woman at the entrance of the hotel. She looks quite angry. Oh, a different ending now. Sir, I need to talk to you about something. Oh, I asked you not to go to that room, but you did. How she did know? Ah, sorry, but who was she? I'm not supposed to give you this information, but I personally want you to feel bad. Okay? A few years ago, a single woman was staying in that room. She came here alone. She was. I'm not gonna say that. And killed by another guest of the hotel, a drunk man. Her ghost haunts the room since she is murdered. But nobody saw her while she was moving. Nobody saw her. She's moving. Okay, I think that means they heard footsteps getting close to the door. Anyway, we're not looking through the keyhole. She will move or do whatever she wants to do, but else she will stand motionless, like those mentioned in the thing. Apparently, she stops moving when someone sees Ria. I was saying all this thing without reading the last sentence. Okay, she is all white, as you also have seen. Every part of her body is white, except for her eyes. Don't tell me it was red. Her eyes are all red. Oh, but that's like I was expecting dark red at least in the middle, like it will might represent the what they call the pupil, and light on both sides, not the degrees of red like we saw it. It would at least make sense, or not make sense, so it would be somehow expectable that people might guess that this is represent an eye. Her eyes are all red. The end. Now let's have a quick review about the game. In terms of graphics, graphics as you can see here are basic. Some couple of pictures used here, but it's a good set of uh, graphic as pictures or group picture being selected, matching the story or novel telling kind of game it is. So I'm fine with it. It give you or put you decently enough in the mood of the story. So I like it. The gameplay, no issue while playing the game. It's just clicking to move on to next part of the story. Uh, Decent enough for a short game. And I like that even for a short game it has multiple ending kind of situation. I like that. Moving on to the music and sound effects. Good selection of both the or sound effect. You hear it while the woman is crying. I don't know, of course, was woman the crying kind of sound. I was expecting something like screaming here and there. Thinking of it as you might hear scream while you're looking through the woman's red eye, uh, and you're wondering what this red thing might supposed to be, and you get scared, and they really like your character just run to the room without thinking or going down asking receptionist what's going on. Just run to their room and hide under their bed sheet until next day, kind of thing. Uh, but it's fine. It's decent enough. They keep you wondering what this red thing is until you get to the end of the story. So I like that part. Uh, and moving on to the story itself, I like story. Uh, I think some it's might be some creepypasta kind of stories there. Uh, for short game, it's decent enough as showing enough details how things get started to Resident situation as this haunted soul stuck in the room 103 with very unfortunate accident happened to her. It reminds me with the, of course, as there's a hotel here with the, I think, movie called Room 1408, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, Kind of concept, which I like it, and it maybe somehow if some part can be added somehow like Room 1408 kind of concept of uh, if the hotel management along with the staff try to get out or not get rid but free this sad spirit of this lady and how they have failed miserably. Maybe some people might die in the process, stuff like that, to make it more a little horrifying kind of story is. Along if might be possible this her soul or what relation now after she died with the one who killed her, if she's seeking revenge, uh, try to hunt her killer, or anyone who might look at the keyhole might uh, like put him in a list that she wanna kill them, maybe in their own room or at any time. But the story is not showing something like that. It's different type. If this part was added, it would be maybe a different story, but it would be like filled with uh, action needed to be go here and there. But I think this might be a story. It was originally like that, and developers just maybe modified a little bit here and there, added their thing to have a full game. But I like the whole set. It's no action or fighting or any stuff like that. The other game we played before, more storytelling. Somehow like the Day Gone kind of story or kind of game. I like it. I enjoy playing it. Decent, spooky story. Yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna end this video here. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for much for watching, and thank the developers and everyone who participated in the game and the one who made this creepypasta-ish kind of story. And I see you all in the next video. Stay safe.